What's up, family? What's up, family? Listen, I want to share this what one of my elders tell me. So for the single ladies, if you're a single woman, you gotta date up. That's what my elder just told me, and that's what I'm telling y'all. He said, baby, he said, I wouldn't advise you. He said, the same thing I would tell my daughter, I'm telling you. He said, I bet when a lot of guys find out that you're single and you're never married and you ain't got no children, he said, I bet it's shocking to a man. I said, sometimes. I said, some become a little disrespectful and some become a little manipulative, like when they want to be in your life and they see all that you can do. Some of them come telling you can't keep doing that yourself, or you can't be doing that. They come speaking that negativity of what you can't do. And I said, when they come with all them word curses, I just move away from them. He said, I don't blame you. He said, see, I'm going to tell you the same thing that I would tell my daughter. He said, with everything you got going on, no, you're fine. You're fine. Uh-uh. He said, with everything you got going on, baby, he said, don't date beneath. He said, date above you. He said, you need to date. He said, I wouldn't advise my daughter to date nobody that's less than 45 or above. He said, because the mind have to be mature. And he said, with everything you got going on and where your mindset at, you don't need nobody that ain't found themselves yet, that ain't that's still being manipulative. He said, you need somebody that's going to be able to recognize you for who you are and appreciate the type of woman you are. He said, because you are rare. And he said, then they got to have something to bring to the table. He said, most guys, sometimes they don't stop playing games and figure out who they are until they about 40 or 45. And he said, even when they get older sometimes you still get a few of them that want to play games. He said, but when you date, he said, don't waste your time dating nobody less than 45. He said, it's not close to 45 or above. He said, because see, a man mind will be more mature. It take time to mature and catch up to a woman mind. So I'm sharing that with my young sisters, my single sisters. Take the elder's advice. He's a man, so he know when he ain't coming from no bad place. You know, when you are a strong woman, oftentimes too, you know, a man dating the wrong man and being involved with the wrong man can really break your spirit. It can crush your spirit, because sometimes, you know, there's some sisters have shared where one lady shared how her husband was being very competitive against her. You know, and that's not love. I don't see my uncles treating my aunts like that. I got one of my aunt and uncle that always worked together. You know, growing up through college, I always see them work together. They run their business together. They support each other. They always together. You know, and so, you know, being with the wrong type of man, it could break a woman. You know, because if a man is insecure within himself, he's going to do things and say things to always not, how can I say it, not nurture your spirit, not nurture your emotions, not protect your emotions and your spirit, but he's going to try to break your spirit because he's feeling some type of way about your strengths. He's not going to learn how to do certain things from you. He's going to feel some type of way about learning certain things from you, not so that he can take over those things or, you know, be the one to do those things. He just may feel insecure sometimes, the fact that he had to learn from a woman. And I'm telling you, it's weird. Sometimes you can get some men, they want to learn certain things from you when it comes to business, and they'll learn and listen as much as you can teach them and tell them. And when they think they got enough, you get some of them, they go off and they try to bite the hand that feeds them. They try to compete against you. They try to start telling you what you want to do. Then you get some men, they just want you to be quiet. They want you to shut up and just listen. Just know your place, you know. You just listen to what I got to say. It showed. Like I had this one guy tell me last week, you got two ears and one mouth for a reason. You need to listen and learn how to, what he said, learn how to let a man lead. And he ain't even my man. He's somebody that asked me at one point, would I be his wife? And I said no, you know. And so those type of characteristics, like, you don't even know me. We can't even establish a friendship because, for one, you come across disrespectful and very domineering. You know, a strong woman, I take pride in the woman that I have become, you know, especially having to endure a lot of the things that I've had to do. I take pride in who I am as a woman. I like myself. I can appreciate and applaud myself as a woman, you know, who've accomplished many of the things I've accomplished and still maintaining myself, you know. And so to have someone come into my life who's going to be disrespectful and they don't have eyes to see you, they don't deserve you. And when they can't take the time to learn you and learn your personality, how can you build a friendship, you know? So my elder said, baby, you got your head on straight. He said, don't let nobody pull you down. So young ladies, I'm telling you, let's take the elders' advice. Focus on yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. Accomplish your goals, and you preserve yourself, and you keep focusing on the Lord and doing what God has placed on in front of you, what God has allowed you to do, and just keep growing yourself. And if it's God's will for you to be married in this lifetime, then I believe that He will allow a righteous mate to find us, because I will never search for a man. I will never go searching, you know. And that's just my standpoint. You know, I'm happy with where I am in life, and if it is by God's design that I am to get married, then I will always carry myself as a wife. You know, I'm not saying that I have to do things and make myself be seductive for anybody to look at me. No, that's the last thing that I do, carry myself around seductive. And I still get a lot of attention from men. You know, I just never have, the right one have not presented himself yet. And I've not been thirsty. I've been content with just living my little life, learning and growing, and I've been at peace, you know. And so anyway, that's all I wanted to share. Right? Wait for the right mate. Date up, he said. Date up. A mature mind. Y'all have a blessed day.